What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another movie review. It's been a little while since I've done a movie review, and I'm going to do it in my regular fashion as always. I'm going to start with the non-spoilers, and then I'll get to spoilers. I will not list through the whole plot. I'm just going to talk about how the movie made me feel more than anything else. But before we get to it, I wanted to mention I have another Whatnot stream coming up tomorrow, or this coming Thursday, because I'm posting this on a day where this video may not go live. But anyway, this coming Thursday, giving away Marvel Legends Black Cat and selling a whole bunch of figures with auctions starting at $1. So go ahead and check it out. You get a $15 store credit if you're new to it, and use my link. It's all in the description below. I almost slept on this movie completely. If it wasn't for Scarlett Johansson being billed as the star of the movie, I don't think I would have gone for it, man. I think I was a little bummed out by Jurassic World Dominion. I think that was the last one. Even though I will say, for the most part, because I love dinosaurs, I do love all the Jurassic Park movies. But Jurassic Park 3, I think, is the absolute worst. And my number one is always going to be the first Jurassic Park movie, and number two is going to be Jurassic World. And then from there, it's kind of, I think it's the first Jurassic World with Chris Pratt, and it's kind of and it's a toss up between the second two. But this movie, it got my attention. It had Scarlett Johansson in it, but there's more names to recognize over here. I didn't realize David Coop wrote the screenplay for this movie. He wrote the original Jurassic Park screenplay, and he wrote the screenplay for Spider-Man 1 with Tobey Maguire. Also, Garth Edwards, I gotta leave an annotation if I got the name wrong, but I love him as a film director. He directed Rogue One, and he directed the 2014 Godzilla movie. So there was a lot more talent here than I honestly expected right out the gate. And to be honest with you, just telling you how I felt about the movie, man, I really enjoyed it. I had a fantastic time. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. I want to see it again. I thought the visual effects were amazing. I really liked the characters. I thought Scarlett Johansson was great, by the way. She delivered. I think she did a great job of carrying the movie. I actually liked the Black Widow movie. And I know at that time, a lot of people, I know there are definitely things about that movie that pissed me off, like Taskmaster, right? But I liked Scarlett Johansson in that movie. You know, I liked Scarlett Johansson carrying the movie. I've always loved Scarlett Johansson since Ghost World. So I was all in right from the jump just because of that, but I was skeptical. And, you know, as the movie started, I was still a little skeptical, or my skepticism kind of grew, and it started to lose me, and then it was winning me over, and it just won me over big time. So I really like the movie. I highly recommend it that you go check it out in a movie theater, because the visuals are stunning. I think there's a lot of great visuals in it, a lot of wide scenery shots, great angles of the dinos, some really awesome scenes in there. Now, on the downside of the film, you're going to see some familiar points. They know they're doing it, but it's not so in your face. It's not terrible in your face, but, well, that's debatable, actually. I think it's fair. If somebody watched this and they thought, okay, there's too many nods to the previous Jurassic Park movies, I get that, but I've seen other franchises do it so much worse. Like, you're not going to see a thing. Well, I don't know. You're going to see red flares, all right? There's red flares in the movie. You're going to see people running with red flares, all right? So call that a spoiler, but damn it. Even with that stuff in there, I still felt like it wasn't so on the nose that it made the movie bad for me. I really did enjoy it a lot. I don't want to get into any other details, but I will tell you this. It's my third favorite Jurassic Park movie. Yeah, I really liked it that much. And I'm saying that now, but who knows? My opinion might change later. I did buy all the other Jurassic World movies on Blu-ray, so maybe I have to rewatch those. Last thing I'll say about it, and one reason why it's so high up on the list, no love story. Just getting that out of the way. No love story. Okay, getting on to spoilers. No after credits scene either. You don't have to stick around for anything. Okay, spoiler section, which there's not a whole lot left to say, but 3, 2, 1, here goes the spoilers. Scarlett Johansson doesn't die. Okay, so that's cool. I thought the deaths were actually really badass. I liked all the characters. That's one thing I should have mentioned in non-spoilers, but the characters really do carry the movie all the way through. There's just the right amount of kids in the movie, so I thought that was really good. I liked the Latin family, like the Latino family, I thought was really good, and the girls were, I thought they did a great job. The douchebag boyfriend was great. I liked seeing some character development. We see that guy and immediately we're like, oh my god, I hope he's the first one to get eaten. You know, and sure enough, he's not. But the movie itself, it takes a little while before we get some dinosaurs, which is fine for me. And it's like, it's a monster movie. It's a monster. When I think monster movie, Godzilla, like, you're not going to see, for the most part, we don't see a whole lot of Godzilla till later on. You know, like this is, you gotta wait a while, and then they have the whole Mosasaurus and the Spinosaurus, and I loved that. I thought it was great. It was fresh and it was totally different. And I thought it was very cool. It was just really cool to seeing the Spinosaurus, you know, go from sea to land and eat somebody was great, which was really sad at the same time. I think that was a character that I didn't want to see get eaten. Nipples Man was the first one to get eaten, which was kind of funny. I guess that's the one part I think people are going to get upset about. I didn't think about that shit because I don't have that kind of mindset, but there are people that get very defensive about Caucasian male characters not getting, as much screen time as other characters. When I didn't think about it until later. I was like, no, there's going to be some, white dudes pissed off that the white guy got eaten first. But it's like, I don't know. I thought the acting was really good. I liked the character development with the characters and everything. Also, damn, dude, it did really feel like, okay, we're back on Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, once they got to the island, but we saw some unique stuff with the T-Rex. I think the T-Rex scene was probably my favorite scene. Seeing the T-Rex on his back, or her back, rolling around, and then chasing after them, and I've been watching Walking with Dinosaurs, and it's like, T-Rex did eat young prey. So the fact that a T-Rex would be chasing around small humans isn't actually that crazy. So we would be like baby dinosaur size. So yeah, we would be making a nice snack for a T-Rex. But I thought that scene was great. I liked the fourth wall break when they talk about how people were bored of the dinosaurs and didn't want to visit and see dinosaurs anymore. And then they had to make these mutants, and I felt like that was some fourth wall breaking, because I like that they're making these mutants now, because if I really want to watch my scientifically accurate dinos, I'm not watching Jurassic Park, I'm watching documentaries, and bringing in those monster hybrids was actually pretty cool. It was an alien T-Rex, right? It had the bulbous and the extra set of arms. It really reminded me of Alien, which I thought was fine. I liked it. And I also liked the Velociraptor with the pterosaur wings. That was cool too. So I enjoyed the dinos, the mutants in there, and they really stood out differently, I think, from the actual realistic dinosaurs. So that was pretty dope. I was getting irritated with that little girl feeding the baby Triceratops. That was, I was kind of hoping to see like a really cool Triceratops versus T-Rex battle somewhere in the movie. That's something I've always wanted to see in a Jurassic Park movie. I just want to see a T-Rex and a Triceratops like really get into a brutal fight. But nah, I've just never seen that anywhere since I was like a really, really little kid. There's like a dinosaur show, and it was like all like darkly lit and claymation, of course, because it was in the 80s. Tell me if you've seen this, but it was like an epic T-Rex versus Triceratops battle. But anyway, I'm not going to get into more details. I loved this movie, man. I really had a fantastic time. So I highly recommend you check it out. I thought the ending was good. It didn't end too abrupt. Sometimes these Jurassic Park movies end like super short. And I also love that it didn't have a love story, but it hinted at it. Could be something, could be nothing, who knows? But there might be something there, and I think that's enough. You don't have to have a love story in there, and I thought that was great. No raptors talking to each other, which I also thought was great. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I hope Garth Edwards and David Coop and Scarlett Johansson, the three of them, I hope that trifecta continues with a part 2 and 3 of Rebirth. And I want to know what you guys think. Let me know if you saw the movie in the comments below, but I highly recommend you check it out in theaters. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. I have a Superman movie review coming up very soon, so stay tuned for that, and hit that join button if you want to, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace! Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Shot.